Here's a truth that you need to know. You don't experience marriage at the level of love you feel. You experience it at the level of emotional intelligence that you practice. While love may bring two people together, it is emotional intelligence that will keep them together. My name is Taiye, and this is my channel, Transformation Timeout with Taiye. Don't go away. Welcome back. Now, in the course of my 25 years in marriage, I have come to a deep realization of how important emotional intelligence is and how needed it also is in many homes. The more I learn about emotional intelligence, the more I understand why many couples struggle. I make bold to say that you cannot enjoy being married without a deep level of self-awareness and emotional intelligence, which is why many are miserable in marriage. Because a critical ingredient of marital enjoyment, emotional intelligence, is missing. Now, in the video I did last week, I talked about how emotional decisions will shape your 2026 and not your goals. Today, I want to go deeper. I want to examine the emotional decisions that couples are making that damage their relationship. Now, if your emotional intelligence does not grow this year, you will end this year the same way you started it, miserable in marriage, and perhaps also in life. It's not a curse, and I'm not a prophet of doom. I am just someone who really wants you to thrive. But to do so, you need to be making changes. And today, I want to tell you why and show you how. Now, why is emotional intelligence not optional in marriage? First, let me say that emotional intelligence is not about being calm all the time. It is about being aware, being regulated, and intentional with your emotions. Emotions like anger, like sadness, shame, fear, bitterness, envy, they are all better managed when you are self-regulating. So instead, you respond positively instead of reacting negatively. You pause, you reflect, you give thought. You become more big picture focused. You treat each other with kindness. You are not seeking to retaliate when you're hurt. And these are all things that are so vital and important for healthy marriages. Now, let me share the emotional decisions that quietly damage homes. When emotional intelligence is absent in partners, they make decisions that damage their relationships. And I'm going to name a few of such decisions that people make unconsciously but repeatedly. Number one, choosing reaction over regulation. And this looks like raising your voice instead of pausing to consider. It looks like shutting down instead of expressing your needs. It looks like, reacting every time instead of regulating. And when you do that, what you do is you indirectly tell your partner how unsafe it is to be honest with you because you will react. Number two is choosing avoidance over awareness. And this looks like you avoiding hard conversations, you pretending that it's not that deep when it actually is, you sweeping things under the carpet for peace sake. Unfortunately, avoidance quietly erodes intimacy. Number three is choosing ego over emotional safety. This looks like you needing to be right, you needing to win the argument, you needing to always have the last word. Now, marriage does not thrive on who is right. It thrives when emotional safety exists. Number four is when you interpret behavior instead of being curious about it. And this is when you decide what things mean without asking or seeking clarification. You end up making assumptions. You say things like, they don't care, she doesn't care, he's disrespectful, she's disrespectful, he's selfish. And assumptions harden into a narrative that is most likely untrue. The untrue becomes truth for you because you assign meaning without first seeking clarification. Now let me talk about what emotional intelligence looks like in a healthy home. First, let me say that homes where emotional intelligence is practiced are not perfect. It's just that the people are intentional. And this is what it looks like. They pause before responding. I keep emphasizing pausing because it's a transformative skill. They name their emotions instead of projecting them. Emotional intelligent people, they don't suppress emotions because they have learned how to identify and walk through them. They believe in repairing instead of focusing on conflict. They also choose curiosity over assumptions. They seek clarity instead of jumping into conclusion. It's not about being silent, it's about self-leadership. They have learned how to regulate and to lead themselves. And so, this is why happy marriages are built by emotionally intelligent people. The people are not perfect, they're not perfect partners, but they are just people who are willing to do inner work on themselves. They are people who understand that triggers are an invitation to heal and not react. They understand that conflict is feedback for them. They understand that emotional regulation is an act of love. And this is why emotional intelligence isn't just about personal growth, it's also about marital responsibility. And so, in this new year 2026, ask yourself, what emotional patterns do you need to leave behind? Do I need to leave behind? What emotional skills must I build to create the home I desire? Because the future of your marriage is not shaped by your good intentions. It will be shaped by the emotional decisions that you make daily. Throughout this month of January, I am going to be unpacking emotional intelligence, self-awareness, self-regulation, especially as they relate to marriage and relationships. If this resonates with you, I urge you to stay with me, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are ready to work on yourself, click the link to sign up for my online course, Pathway to Forever. Or you could also send me a message. Love is important, I know, but emotional intelligence is what will make your love sustainable. God bless you. Thanks for watching to the end. Again, my name is Taiye, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.